And
Three,
three,
two,
two,
one.
one.
Good
Welcome
back.
back. Don't mind my appearance, guys. I kind of look like I've went through it because I have gone through it the past week. Um my dog decided to have puppies at 3 a.m. last actually, funny story. So the last episode we recorded, she literally had puppies like 12 hours later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was Saturday night.
Yeah. So she was probably not even 12 hours later, probably like 6 hours later. She had puppies. But yeah. So my dog had 3 puppies and I've been trying to adjust to that. But it's okay. We're still doing it. We're alive. My house is just a zoo. Now there is 5 dogs and a cat in my house and it's great.
I didn't realize that was 5 dogs. Holy shit. And
Literally,
Liz wants to keep one of them. She's crazy.
they're just so cute. Like I literally,
Harley, do you got time for another damn ass dog?
yeah,
You ain't got room for another dog, though.
I'll make room.
How?
I don't know. But like it's literally like Shadow's Freddy's dog's Mally's my dog, and they had a baby. Like that's part of them.
Don't do it. Sell it.
I
For good.
still, I still have some time. I have like 7.5 weeks to figure it out.
When do you take him to the vet?
I don't know.
You should probably figure that out.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to put out a friggin' arm and a leg.
You probably should get her checked out, too.
Yeah, I know. But like, here's the thing: I don't want to take her back to her vet because she just went to her vet July 21st, and they didn't say anything about her being pregnant.
Well, they said she might be pregnant.
Well, no,
But
they asked me if she was in heat, and I was like, yeah, she was in heat recently. And they're like, oh, okay, she's probably swollen from being in heat. Like, you're a vet. You should know what the fuck to do.
because she might have, because you know how she might have another baby in her, but it died and she didn't push it out. Because that can happen.
I sure hope not. I would feel so guilty.
Yeah.
I would probably not be able to live with myself. But like, I've been looking it up, and it says like all the symptoms of that if that was, and she doesn't have any of it. Like, says she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't drink, she wouldn't like nurse the puppies, she wouldn't like groom the puppies, but she's doing all of that.
Oh, that's good.
So I don't know. Okay, sorry guys, we got a little sidetracked. But today we're gonna talk. The episode's gonna be called "The Loneliness." The loneliness no one talks about. So it's going to be a little bit, I guess, of like a deeper episode, but I don't know, not really. Kind of. We're just kind of going to be talking. But
Hey, this little man, he just chilling.
I know, look at him. He's being so good. Okay, so here's like a little quote. It's like just to start it off. It says, Loneliness isn't just being isn't oh my god, let me try that again. I cannot speak. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. Sometimes it's sitting in a crowded room and feeling invisible." Which I mean
Amen.
is kind of explains itself, but I feel like that's like a big thing with like people who are like depressed and stuff like that, because like there is some people who are like depressed, like really really depressed, but like they still socialize, like they
Yeah.
still go out and you would never know.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, like, I've been feeling super lonely since moving, in
Mhm.
a sense. Because, like, yes, I have friends here, but it's like, I don't have, like, I don't have like you or Sienna, so it's like no, I can't just like call somebody up and be like, "Hey, you want to go to the mall with me?" Like I feel weird doing that right now, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah.
But I also feel like too, like I feel like if say Nico and like everybody's working and I'm not, like I'm like I literally have no
Yes.
like I'm like today, like I was like, oh, like maybe I'll go downtown to Savannah, but like I like to a coffee shop I wanted to go to, but like it ended up closing by the time I wanted to go down there. But like I'm like I don't even know how to make friends. Like how do people make friends? And I think that's like a big thing like nobody talks about when you're an adult is making friends.
Mhm. And like
It's so fucking hard.
basically like what you just said, I feel like it's kind of like yes, you're surrounded by friends, but like you feel like nobody like really genuinely knows you.
Yes. Definitely that. And I feel like it's like it's hard sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like yes, I have Nico, but like I want to hang out with my girlfriends, some days too. So
Yeah, exactly. And like
work.
and like for you, you went from like being where you could like between me and Sienna, like we kind of worked like opposites like scheduled. So it's like if she couldn't go with you, then I can go with you. But then like if I couldn't go with you, she could go with you. Like there was always somebody if like you wanted to do something, there was always somebody there.
Yeah, and then not even that, like my old college
Yeah.
roommates I'd hang out with, or like people from like work I would hang out with. Like that, I felt like I was always with somebody, and
Hmm.
now just like okay, a loner.
And like also, I feel like with that, like there was like each like group of people or like each person gives off like different vibes. Where
Yes,
like with
completely
you,
different.
you're just around the same people, the same vibes all the time.
Yeah. And like it's hard too because we work with each other and it's just I just think like it's just hard making friends.
Yeah.
And making friends for me has never been a problem ever.
Yeah.
And now I'm like sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, this is hard.
Yeah. And like I feel like for me, like kind of I mean not that like I would say a time I kind of felt lonely was like when like we bought our house and like everyone saw like I was doing all these like great things, but like in reality like I was so stressed out. I literally felt so lonely, but like if you were to see like my Instagram or like my Snapchat stories, like you would literally look at me and be like, "Oh, like she has it all. Like she's fine."
Yeah.
But like in the end, like it's friggin' a lot. Like you're trying to unpack a house, like we're trying to go to like our new schedules, like figuring out this, figuring out that, and like you get lonely friggin' like sitting home unpacking boxes. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I feel like too, like I think like even not even just moving, like I feel like I'm always the type of person to like look at other what other people are doing and like
Hmm.
getting engaged, buying a house, doing this and having babies and all this shit. And I'm like, wow, I ain't doing shit with my fucking life. Like
Yeah.
sometimes like I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
We're gonna go into like the types of loneliness. So there's four different types of loneliness. It's emotional loneliness, social loneliness, situational loneliness, and existential loneliness. So we'll go through like each one. So emotional loneliness, not having someone who understands you on a deep level,
Yeah.
which I mean is basically kind of what we just talked about, like new friends. Like yeah, you have friends, but
Yeah.
like
I feel like also too, like that's like partners, like boyfriends, girlfriends too, because like I know me, I'm the type of person like I don't tell people how like I've never like I try not to because I feel like people don't understand where I'm coming from. So I'm like there's no point in me even talking to them.
yeah.
So, like I don't do it. But like I know like Nico, like and like that makes me lonely that I can't open up to like certain people or like
Hmm.
people in general, honestly. So like I know like sometimes like I'm afraid to open up to Nico or like Nico because of I'm like he's not gonna understand it. So what's the point of even like telling him? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I do that a lot.
and I feel like in a lot of situations, whether it's friendships or relationships, like when you're just starting out in the beginning, like it's so hard and you feel so lonely because like those people don't know like your experiences. Like they don't know what you've been through. God
Yeah.
forbid, like just speaking out of example, like let's say you grew up with like an alcoholic parent or a parent who's addicted to alcohol and like you were in a situation where one of your friends was like got super super drunk was like in a scary situation, it's like they
Yeah.
don't know your trauma and like you react a certain way, but you feel like you can't express that to them because one, like you don't want to open up like that, and two, like you don't know if they'll understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's situations like that. But next one, social loneliness, lack of a broader support network or community. So, I mean, I feel like personally, I've never really gone through this because I feel like with like every job or like group I've been a part of, like,
You sound like you're dying or somebody's hurting you.
but like every like group or community I've been a part of, I feel like I've kind of just like,
Always been supported.
yeah, and like kind of just related to them. Like, I've never been like in a weird situation where like,
Yeah. I feel like that's like in my opinion of like social loneliness is like being out but like feeling invisible. Like that to me, like
yeah,
that I feel like is more
that's a good
social
point.
loneliness. Bless you. But I feel like in any community I've ever been a part of, like I've always been supported. God bless you. Nope, you're being bit.
He looks evil. I don't know, but like I feel like a I guess like a good example of like social loneliness is like when like you see in movies and like there's like a scene in a like movie where like they're at like a party or something and there's always that one girl sitting in the corner. Like I guess
Always,
that's
always. I gotta go.
a thing of it. Okay, next one.
Go.
Oh, Marissa, this is literally perfect for you.
Go.
Situational loneliness, moving cities, ending a relationship, starting a new job.
That is me. That is me to the T.
Yeah, I mean we kind of already like
Yeah.
went over
It's
this,
just
but
it's like I think it's like just going from like having literally excuse me, sir. I think for me, it's just going and having like literally everybody I've ever known my whole entire life in one vicinity. And now it's like you move what? I moved 10 and a half hours away from
mhm.
what my normal is. So I think it's just me trying to find my normal and trying to like figure out this new lifestyle, I guess you could say. And
Yeah.
it's like and it's not even like, yes, I'm lonely sometimes because like I don't have people to like sometimes I don't have people to hang out with. Whatever. That's cool. But also I think I'm not used to doing things by myself. Like I'm not used to being alone in general. And I think
Yeah.
that's my problem. And I do will have to say like moving here has kind of made me grow to be okay to be alone because I feel like I've always been afraid. So I think that's like my problem is like I've always been scared to be alone. Like anytime, like you know me, I've always like if I didn't have a boyfriend, I was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
So like I've always just kind of had that like feeling like because I'm just I think my like fear is to be alone and not
Yeah.
have anybody or somebody or like whatever. And I think that's like what I gotta get used to is like being alone sometimes and it's okay to be alone sometimes.
And
But
I feel like also for you, like I feel like not all the time, but I feel like there's a good amount of times where like people move, they move to like where there's family there or like stuff like that. So there is that kind of other support system. But in your case, there is not one singular person like that
my mom's
you,
cousin Shelly lives, I think, 4 hours away in Georgia. She
yeah,
lives in.
but like that's still a hike.
I know.
Like it's not like you're like, let's say under an hour where you can like drive there in a day and back.
Yeah, no, it's like a whole trip out of it.
Okay. And the last one. It, I can't pronounce it. Existential loneliness, I think. I don't know. The deep sense of isolation that comes from questioning meaning and purpose. I feel like this happens a lot of time in like just like growing up.
Yeah, it's isolating. I tend to isolate myself too from things and people, as we can tell.
Yeah.
I'm a big isolator. And it's weird because my mind works both ways. It's like, you're alone. But now I'm gonna disassociate myself to everybody from everybody and isolate myself from everybody. So I'm gonna be even more.
Yeah.
Like, how did that make sense?
Yeah, but
We
I feel
fucked
like
up in
I
here.
feel like in like the stages of like when you transition, especially from like I guess like that like teen stage to like fully an adult stage, like you question literally everything, I feel like, and then it ends up you just like sitting by yourself and being lonely.
I think the time where I questioned literally my whole entire existence is when like when the transformation from me like not being in college anymore and like me being an adult and having to find a big girl job and everything like that. I felt like that was like probably like my lowest or loneliest time is
Yeah.
because one, I couldn't find a job that I fucking just spent 5 years in college and freaking in debt out my ass for it. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my life? Like, I have no plans, no clue what I'm supposed to do. And I think that's a big, like, big transition and like phase where people get really, really lonely in life because it's hard because you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do next.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking written handbook of how to become an adult after you graduate college or what to do next after you graduate college. Like, and I see like, and even just in your 20s, it's just such a
Hmm.
really transitional phase. Like, even from like 21 to 25, like, I feel like I lived four different lives from when I was 21 to 25. And now I'm like, what the fuck do I need to do next? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
always just like that what if? What if I don't do this? Then this is, and I feel like that's when people become really lonely, if I'm being honest.
You know, I mean, I think I felt that way like when we bought our house. I was like, there was like all these things like that I had to do. Like, you have to get the electric in your name, you have to get the this in your name, you have to get this turned on, you have to do this. Like, you have to be responsible and pay your sewer bill every like or every 3 months. Like, you have to do this, you have to pay your mortgage on time. Like, it was a lot. And I was like, when that first month hit, when like all the bills were due at the same time, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Because
It's
like
like,
I just didn't know what to do.
yeah. And I feel like, too, even for me, it was like weird because I went from living with three other girls basically for 4 years straight
Mhm.
to going back home and living at home for maybe I think I lived back at home for 2 months because I was like, no, sir. I need to, like,
Yeah.
I just felt like I grew out of living at home and like I couldn't do what I wanted to do and then moved back in with other people. But like, it's such a weird transitional phase because especially because literally I saw my college friends almost every single day.
Mhm.
Like going out, we had our debriefs and our coffee like in the morning. We would do literally everything together and then it's like it just stops one day. Like you just graduate and you pack up your fucking apartment and it's done. And
Yeah.
I think that's such a weird like transitional phase and it's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Now we're gonna kind of go into like this like sections called why we don't talk about it. So basically, just like the stigma around it. Like people equate loneliness with being unlikable or a failure. Which I mean, I feel like it's getting better because of like social media. I feel like.
yeah, I feel like I mean there's definitely people that feel like that. 100%.
Yeah. And then just the social media culture, everyone's curating highlight reels that makes it harder to admit the struggles. I mean, I see both sides of that. I do think social media is doing a very better job, and like these influencers are doing a very good and better job of showing both sides of it.
Yeah, I will have to agree with that. I feel like at first it wasn't like that.
Yeah,
And so everybody was just showing like their all the good things that happened in their days, but like not any of the bad things. Like you know what I mean? Like the
yeah,
breakdowns and
yeah. I feel like we're both kind of guilty of this one. The fear of burdening others, in quotes, I don't want to seem needy.
yes, that's a big thing for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of with like everyone though. Actually, no, I don't
Like
want to say everyone because there is some people that 2 minutes into meeting them will literally tell you their whole entire life story.
yeah. I feel like so like it's really weird. So me and Nico are complete opposites. Especially when it comes to feelings. I'm the type of person that like I bottle everything up until I fucking explode. Like until one day I just fucking explode.
That's how I
I
am.
feel like maybe 20 minutes and then I'm done and over with in like
Yeah.
until I explode again. And like Nico, on the other hand, it's like when he's pissed, like he will tell you, like upset, he will tell you, like he like
Yeah.
feels those emotions then. And like me, it's like no, I won't process anything until like maybe like 10 days after, and then I'm like, oh, I'm fucking pissed, or like, oh, like you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
but I also think that's just from the background.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like very like my mom cried a lot, but like she's cried at stupid things.
She still does. We love
She
her.
still does cries at everything. But like also like the only emotion I've ever seen from both of my parents is anger. And I think that's why I get so hot headed all the time, but I
Mhm.
also think it's just like from the Italian like American culture. Like we were like always told like if you're crying, suck it up and move on. Like
Yeah,
that's
and
what I always
but
was told.
also
If
like
you're crying, like get over it and move on with your
yeah,
life.
but
Like
like
so
that became like your social norm
yeah, that is my
because like
social. I think
that
that's the way I am.
that's what you grew up around, and when you grow up around and that's the only thing you know, you're unfortunately gonna like take in those traits.
Yeah. And like I never knew how to express my feelings, so I think that's why when I do express my feelings, it's like a fucking overload of random ass shit going on in my brain because I just can't process it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, I would say for me, like I don't know, like my parents' relationship, I feel like I have no memories of them together. Like literally no memories of them together. So it's just kind of like absent memories, but then like if like I just remember like them being mad at each other, but it wasn't like them arguing, I want to say, but it was just like just anger towards each other. So I mean, it's kind of similar but like in a different version,
yeah.
kind of. Society's obsession with constant socializing, making solitude look like a problem rather than a human need. I feel like that's a big thing. I feel like society literally makes it out to be, and it's like you have to go out with a big group of people, or you have to be with a big group of people.
Yeah. And I feel like too society's like you have to like do stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like constantly. And I think I'm also the type of person where I can't fucking sit still. Like I have to be
Yeah.
doing 24/7. So like if a weekend like I don't do anything, I'm like that was a waste of a weekend. Like I just sat around and was lazy and did nothing. Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
So like I feel like that's a big thing with society too, like that you have to consistently be doing things on the weekends, like going away, going to the beach, going out, getting dinner, getting drinks. Like I think that's such a big thing.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go
Gosh.
into how to start healing from loneliness. There's 5 steps. So, step number 1, name it without shame. So it says, I'm lonely is not a weakness, it's a signal. So I guess that's kind of just like affirmations, I would say.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Definitely is.
basically just like kind of accepting it and just saying like it's okay, like I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And like if that means you have to go get help somewhere else, like that's fine. That's totally okay. Just do whatever you need to do to make sure
And
you're
I feel
good.
like people can be lonely in so many different aspects,
Mhm.
like different ways and feel different ways. So it's like hard.
Yeah. Step 2, create one authentic connection at a time. Quality over quantity. Deepen one friendship or reach out to someone you miss. I feel like that's a really good one.
That is a good one.
Because I feel like a lot of people think they need to have, because of kind of what we just talked about, society's view on it, you need to have this big group of friends. And then if you don't have friends, like you're a loner, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, I totally agree with that. Like, I mean, we've talked about it before. I'd rather have 3 close friends that are ride or dies than 10 friends that are assholes.
Yeah. And I feel like growing up, like I've always like in high school, like I had a huge ass friend group. And like in the end it was just so much more drama than it was like fun.
Yeah. Step 3, build micro moments of connection. Small chats with a barista, saying hi to a neighbor, or joining a hobby group. I feel like that's a good one. And I feel like now there's so many like cute little like groups nowadays.
I know, there really is.
Like I feel like I see like people do like book clubs or like a thing, or I feel like there's like sometimes I see people like, well, we did it for a little bit, how we'd get together and make like a craft every month, like
Yeah,
stuff
like
like
that.
that.
I need to get me into a group. I don't have hobbies. I think that's my thing too. Like, I think because
You're not good at arts and
my
crafts?
that fuck off. No, I think it's because my hobby is also my work.
Yeah.
So like it's hard because I'm like I don't have any other hobbies. Like cheerleading was like
Yeah,
my
because your
hobby.
worlds are literally colliding. Like
Yeah, like
hobby
now
work,
it's
they're
like
literally colliding.
so it's like what's my hobby? How do you find a hobby? How do you like I don't know. Like these are the questions like I ask myself sometimes. I'm like, how do I like find a hobby that I'm good at? I'm like I suck at fucking arts and crafts. I'm not creative. I don't know. So I'm like, maybe we just don't got a hobby.
Oh, here you go. You should follow step 4. Learn to enjoy your own company. Schedule solo dates, creative hobbies, or mindful walks. You can start going on walks.
I do. I
There
walk
you
in.
go. There you go.
I walk
I,
in every
I
day.
mean,
That's
like,
my mental walk.
I would say
It's
for
too hot
me,
right now to be fucking walking.
well, yeah. I would say for me, like, I kind of found doing my nails as like a hobby,
That is your hobby.
which is like fun, I
Yeah.
would say. So, I
I
mean, I kind of did that. And then step number 5, seek support. Therapy, support groups, or online communities for shared experience. I feel like with the way like social media and like the internet's on the rise, I think it's so good and there are so many like online communities you can find.
I know. I think my problem is I need to go to therapy. I've been saying this
There
for
you go.
years. And I think if I go to therapy, I think I'd be so much better of a person. And
Oh
it's
my
so bad of
God.
me to say, but like I'm like, I've been through some shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I just need to go to therapy, but I'm just like, it's just too much work to find a therapist that I like.
Yeah.
So it's the problem. I'm fucking lazy.
Well, I think that is a wrap
Any questions?
on that. Yeah, there's questions. I checked before we got on. But I don't know. I feel like just kind of to summarize all of that, like,
It's okay to be lonely.
yeah, point blank,
Hey,
period. You're not
lonely.
weird. You're not like abnormal. Like, that just happens. Like, it's a part of life.
Loneliness
Unfortunately.
is a common what the fuck? Is a common emotion. And it's okay. You just call it.
Okay, this one is from McKenna. I don't know who that is, but it says thoughts on Lizzie talking about. Oh, I think they meant Lizzo. Thoughts on Lizzo talking about Kenny and Janae in her song. You probably have no clue about this because it's from the cast of Love Island last year.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But so basically, long story short, Janae and Kenny they made it to the finale last year.
I know,
Um,
and he ended up cheating. Whatever.
yeah.
I
So
was
so Lizzo just released a new song and she said something about like don't be hurting my girls like Kenny, why'd you have to do that to Janae or something? But yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny that she did that. I mean, good for her to get the attention from Lizzo, I guess. Like,
yeah, for real.
okay, next one. This isn't really a question, and it's from Anonymous, but it says, I know you girls are on season 2. Please don't end the pod. Who said we were ending the pod?
We're not ending the pod, but thank you.
Yeah, I guess public service announcement. We are not ending the podcast.
You're like, what?
I don't know, I guess we are giving off we're ending it vibes.
No, probably because of us being virtual.
Oh, yeah, no. That we got it down by now. Okay, next one from Anonymous. What show or shows are you binging right now?
The summer I turned pretty.
I was
But
gonna start that.
dude, it's so fucking good, and I started reading the book too, and it's so good.
Maybe I'll start that tonight.
Highly recommend. It's on Amazon Prime. I love it.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I wanna.
I don't know. I'm not really. I'm more of like a just rewatch the same show I've watched over and over again.
So am I. Did you know that's like a trauma bond thing?
Really?
Cause yes, like I looked, like I saw something about it, and it's like basically because you're like trauma bonded to the show, and like you just like get attached to the character, so that's why you have to rewatch it all the time. I'm like, oh.
Well, then I guess I have a lot of trauma because I rewatch every single show I've ever watched.
I think I've rewatched Gossip Girl like 5 times.
Oh,
One
me
Tree Hill
too.
about four. What other show is on my
My favorite to rewatch is Law and Order. I will literally start from season one and watch every single episode for like a
Law and
month
Order is
straight.
just so fucking long.
I know. There's like 26 seasons.
Yeah. Law and Order was my grandmom's favorite show. Law and Order SQ.
Yeah.
They're done every time I walk
Yeah.
into the house. That would be playing.
Another show I like to like rewatch is America's Next Top Model.
Random, but
I don't
yeah.
know why, but I do.
I also like to rewatch like Euphoria. Like Nico put like I walked out to the living
I
room.
I probably should rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it.
Love Euphoria. And he had it on and he was sleeping and I like when he woke up I was like I like sat out there watching it. I was like, fuck, I forgot how much I love this fucking show.
I
It's just so
know.
sweet.
I'm so mad they ended it.
Well, the director died.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, and then
And
Fez
yeah,
actually died. So
yeah. This one's kind of funny. I mean, we kind of briefly already talked about it. Harley's dog had puppies, question mark. We need a story time from Kylie.
it's Kylie.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of already explained it, but
Harley's a Graham mommy.
yeah, long story short, was sleeping in my bed at 3 a.m. I heard Mally moving by my head. I moved my foot. I like kicked something. It was wet. I sat up, and there was a puppy on the edge of my bed.
Was
If
there
you,
blood all over your bed?
my comforter's dark gray, so like you couldn't. It was like wet, so like you couldn't really tell what it was. But
Okay.
yeah, so then if you want to see a funny video, go on my personal TikTok and watch the video because it's really funny. Me running around my living room like a chicken with my head cut off.
I was cracking up at that video.
But yeah, Freddie was really sick, so he couldn't help me. My mom was in Mexico, so she couldn't help me. So I called my sister. My sister came over, and yeah, she had three puppies later. And then Marissa woke up to like 30 text messages. And then,
I
fun fact,
watched.
Marissa was on FaceTime for the third puppy being born.
Did watch the third one being born.
Yeah,
I did. I did. Right. So
but
you got some second cousins.
yeah, three of them, three little rugrats. But yeah, I think that is it because that is the last question. Make sure you keep
Right now, people watching right now.
make sure you keep asking us questions. Make sure you keep following and liking and doing everything that you have been because we've made it this far. So let's keep it going. Hopefully next week I won't look like I died.
You just sounded like you were writing a poem.
I was.
Say
But
bye, Bentley.
we will see you guys next week.
Bye.